Now, the act also makes it mandatory on the police to bring the suspect to court within 24 or 48 hours of his arrest, or be released conditionally or unconditionally. This section has some conditions attached to it, or there are certain things that will lead to the applicability of this section. First, this section does not apply to every suspect that is arrested by the police. Before this section applies to you, the offense for which you are arrested must be a non-capital offense. A capital offense is an offense that is punishable by death. So that is why it is important that whenever you are being arrested, you must find out the reason for your arrest. The law mandates the police to inform you immediately after your arrest of the reason for your arrest. Remember our previous video. Now, if the police fails to do so, remember what I told you, that it is now your duty to remind them to inform you of the reason for your arrest. The essence is for you to know if you are entitled to a bail, whether conditionally or unconditionally. But people who are being arrested for a capital offense cannot be released like that. Secondly, when it is not practicable for the police to bring the suspect to a court that has jurisdiction to try his offense within that time range, the law makes it mandatory on the police. It's not voluntary, it's not optional. It makes it mandatory on them to release the suspect within 24 or 48 hours. It can be conditional, it can be unconditional. What do I mean by being conditional? Conditional is when they expect you to write an undertaking to appear in court within so time, or to visit the station within so time. So most times they require you to bring a surety, or they ask that a certain amount to be deposited. We're going to talk about how all these amounts are being, we're going to talk about it in, as time goes on. So, but for now, once you are, the reason for your arrest is a non-capital offense, please demand for your bail. If the police cannot, if it's not foreseeable for them to take you to court within that 24 or 48 hours. Now, what should you do when the police fails to bring you to court within 24 or 48 hours, or even allow you to be released on bail? Section 64 of the Act provides that your lawyer or your relative can apply to court for you to be released on bail. Now, this application can be in writing, it can be done orally. When this application is brought, the court will mandate the police to produce the suspect in court, and then the court will inquire into the matter. And if the court is convinced that this is an offense that is releasable on bail, the court will now order that you be released on bail.